This video provides an example of analysis of variance in the Gabriel multiple comparison procedure. A researcher studying the relationship between number of incarcerations and anger responsiveness administered the anger responsiveness inventory to a random sample of convicted felons. Sample sizes are similar, but not exactly the same across groups. The first two assumptions have been met. The third assumption requires that scores not be related in any way. We'll assume that this has been satisfied. We check the normality assumption using the Shapiro-Wilk test. The p-values are all greater than 0.05, so the assumption has been met. The Levine test tells us whether the equal variance assumption has been met, and it has. All assumptions have been met, so the researcher can do the analysis of variance. Here are her ANOVA results. The null hypothesis is rejected. There is a significant difference in mean anger responsiveness by number of incarcerations. She does a follow-up test to see which groups differ. The sample sizes are slightly different, so she would use the Gabriel test. This table looks identical to the one produced for the Tukey procedure. Each pair of tests is shown twice, so we can just isolate these rows to find the three comparisons. However, it is generally easier to describe and interpret positive differences, so we'll focus on these rows. There is a significant difference in mean anger responsiveness between those incarcerated for the first time and the other two groups, with higher means for those incarcerated more than once. There is no significant mean difference between those incarcerated for the second or third time. SPSS also provides a table of homogeneous subsets, but do not rely on this table for interpretation. These subsets are determined based on an average group size and may not match the previous results. Always interpret the multiple comparison table when sample sizes differ. In summarizing her research findings, she reports the ANOVA results first, then the multiple comparison results, and she makes sure to account for all paired comparisons. When ANOVA results are statistically significant and the group sizes are unequal, the Tukey test is not appropriate. If the groups are fairly similar in size, the Gabriel test should be used. If there are larger differences in sample size, use the Hochberg test. These procedures both assume that the equal variance assumption was met.